DNA versus E Ness, the Lotless Monster. Man, before I get to that battle, like who I think won, and and why I feel that that person won, I definitely want to get out the way. There was a lot of issues with that battle. One, I'm gonna say that battle was probably one of the most disrespectful battles in Smack history. Probably one of the most, probably the worst battle I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying, in the history of battle rap. You know what I mean? So far, okay, okay. Before I get to the issues, let me break down the rounds. Round one between E Ness and DNA. Okay. DNA won the first round, hands down. DNA's first round was crazy. He that boy went off on E Ness, like I knew he would. E Ness's first round was, it started well. Then after that, it just went down the hill, which was shocking because I've always said E Ness was known for he was known for the first round. His first rounds, his is always the best round that he's ever, orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? His first round, all his first rounds in every battle that he has done, are better than any other round that he's ever performed. So, but it wasn't strong enough to beat DNA's first round. DNA ripped this guy apart. Second round, DNA destroyed him. Third round, DNA destroyed him again. I gave that battle 3-zip for DNA. DNA definitely put that boy in the body bag, especially the third round. In the third round, DNA took Ness's body, put it in a body bag, and buried it. That's what he did. E Ness shouldn't even battle after that. That boy, like, what DNA did was something that every battle rapper wanted to do to E Ness. There's not, after what DNA did, there's nothing that any other battle rapper could say to E Ness. E Ness is dead. Like, DNA killed him, especially with the third round. He definitely he beat him bad. But let's get down to the issues with that battle. The reason why I said the battle was probably one of the worst battles I've ever seen, or why that battle was so disrespectful. One, here we go again. We have the Summer Madness crowd, and Summer Madness crowd is known for being probably the most toughest crowd to ever perform in front of, and it's arguably probably the biggest crowd to ever perform in front of the year. They did not show Ness no type of love. I don't even think Ness had a fan in the building that night, to be honest with you. I think his only fans were the men that he was on stage with, his boys from Philly. But other than that, nobody was really on E Ness's side. Like, they was booing him. And I ain't gonna lie, don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff that Ness was saying was corny. It was. You know what I'm saying? He was saying a lot of shit. And a lot of corny shit. Like, one of the shit, he's crazy than crazy glue. That was like, what the hell? Then he said, the one that got me when he was like, how T-Rex, Murder Mook, and K-Shine are both pussies. All three of them is pussies. They get his dick wet. Some shit like that. That was like, what the fuck is this man talking about? You know what I'm saying? He was on stage saying bullshit. But the fans, man, was definitely like, they let him have it that night, man. And it's like, and I ain't gonna lie, some of the things that he said was corny, you know what I'm saying, like I said. But some of the things that he was saying wasn't that corny for them to boom like that. I felt like then they was chanting cheesecake. I felt like, it really took away from his performance, and you could see it got to him because he didn't show no type of sportsmanship. He was talking through DNA's battles, which was messed up because DNA kept his mouth shut through every round that Ness was spitting. It's like, I understand you frustrated, but if a dude show you that respect, you give that respect right back. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, whether the fans is biased, whatever, that ain't got nothing to do with DNA. You know what I'm saying? DNA has no control over the URL crowd. That has nothing to do with him. His job is to come on stage and perform and entertain the fans that came to see him. Just like it's your job to you to entertain the fans that came to see you. I don't know if you had any in the building, but it's still your job to, and it's your job to show respect. He was disrespectful to DNA throughout that whole battle. And I wasn't feeling that, man. I really wasn't. It was like, yo, like, stop talking while he's rapping. You know what I'm saying? And I think DNA even mentioned that, I think, in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, it's like, come on, man. Come on. Show respect. He showed you respect, showed him respect. But at the end of the day, it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It was kind of sloppy, man. It became, what was supposed to be DNA versus E Ness became DNA versus E Ness versus the Summer Madness crowd. It really was, man. It wasn't a good battle. Me personally, I felt like that battle should not have been on the card. You know what I mean? I felt like Smack could have chose a better match. You know what I mean? There are so many other guys that battle on the URL that I'm pretty sure would have had a better battle than DNA E Ness. Not taking nothing from DNA. He did his thing. Like I said, DNA won easy, 3-zip. But I felt like that battle wasn't, to me, in my opinion, it wasn't good enough to be on the Summer Madness card. That's what I felt. But hey, it is what it was. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, DNA versus E Ness, I give that battle DNA 3-zip. All right, man. It's your boy.